and welcome to Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver. And joining me at this time, the founder himself from River City Media, QB1 is here, but the man of the hour, the Double X superstar, is here, Maxx Abele. Maxx,
Hey,
Maxx,
how
you
we
seem
doing?
like you're a little tossed. What's been going on, buddy?
Man, it's been it's been a rough couple of weeks. I haven't been like this in a while, man. I lost the most important thing that was in my life, my East Tennessee champion. And here's the thing: I didn't even get pinned for it.
Well, that's very true. You didn't get pinned for it, but you did accept a fatal four-way match, Maxx. And as much as I want to sit here and say, woe is you, and I can't help you on that one, buddy, you accepted this match.
Unfortunately, yes, I was told I would have help. I mean, the one help I had was Truck, whose knee was hurt. He just hands me a chair. I thought he'd get in the ring and help me, but no, he's just sitting on the outside like.
Do you think it really would have made a difference in that match, Maxx, if he would have got in and helped you?
I don't know. It's Truck. I love Truck. He's a good guy, but I don't know. Maybe. I mean, let's be honest. It was a rough night for the Saviors.
Yes, it was. And the night he's talking about is the Cobra Strikes Back, and it just aired at SOM 505 Live on YouTube. QB1, I know this is your man here. You want to talk to him a little bit, try to cheer him back up?
Hey, Maxx, what's going on, buddy? I mean, we can't stay down. We can't. You know you didn't get pinned for that title. You know, all you got to do is get a rematch. Don't we have an automatic rematch clause?
I would think so, but for some reason, SOM is like not answering my phone calls, ignoring the DMs, ignoring my text messages. I have a rematch clause, and no one's answering back, and I'm trying to figure out why. And it's just, it's not even the fact that I lost the title. It's the person I lost it to. Connor Martin, of all people. Good God.
Connor was here just a couple days ago, Maxx, and he was more than ecstatic to have won that title.
Let's be honest, he got lucky. Let's just say this. He still hasn't beaten me at SOM. He's only beat me by DQ. But other than that, he's never beaten me. So the fact, I'm sorry. It's been a rough week, and I'm very mad. He's never pinned me, never made me tap out, nothing. He only beat me because he pinned Michael Gabriel.
Wow, that's a good accusation there. But you did try to hit him with a chair, and it kind of backfired on you, did it not?
Fortunately, it did. I mean, I waited because I wanted to smack him in the stupid face. I should have hit him in the back. But unfortunately, I waited till he turned around, and I did. So many errors, but I think I could have done it without the chair. I should just there's so many flaws in that. It's so frustrating.
Well, Maxx, I kind of have some good news for you, though. So it's been foretold that there's going to be a brand new general manager going to be debuting on Legacy. So you may have the opportunity to speak with this general manager and plead your case out. And I think you got a pretty damn good one, to be honest with you. First of all, you weren't pinned. They didn't pin you.
I wasn't pinned. I have a rematch clause. And you know what? I lost my title I deserve to have that. But I'll say this. There have been several great East Tennessee heavyweight champions, but not as great as me. And I'm sorry, it's just frustrating right now.
Well, Maxx, you are a great East Tennessee heavyweight champion. You could put yourself up there with the likes of Dr. Tom Pritchard if you wanted to. I wouldn't go that far, but I would say that you had the same ability, the same talent, and you held that title with pride, and you were a fighting champion. That's all you can ask for. Unlike some Golden that we know of that ran away from every opportunity, and he supposedly was trying to partner with you there for a little bit, and it backfired on you there too, didn't it?
I thought he Evan Golden, the golden child? No. If I remember correctly, he's the reason I got busted open. He threw my head into the post.
He did.
He partnered with that no good piece of crap Connor Martin, which now they're like best friends from what I heard of. Man.
Wait. You're telling me that Evan Golden is not Casey Kazana's best friend?
I don't know. I've heard things. I watched a little bit of the podcast last week from Connor, that no good piece of junk, saying they're friends, which I don't understand that, but it is what it is.
That's crazy to me. And yes, he did throw you into that rail, and it busted you wide open, like you said. You were bleeding. You were bleeding like a stuck hog. QB, did you get to see the footage of that?
I saw the footage. It was ugly. It's hard for me to attack the golden child, but it was a situation where Maxx lost his East Tennessee championship too. And unfortunately, we just saw Casey Kazana on talking about you, Maxx.
Of course, Casey Kazana. Man, here's the thing. I will say this, and it might piss TKO off. I respect the Kazanas. I respect what they've done in this business, but it's time. It's time for new people to be able to move in and move on in this business instead of being held down. Some of us bust our tails off day in and day out, while others just get a ride. It's frustrating.
For years, Mr. Abele has trained and competed and powerlifted to finally rise to the top.
I did. And it took me 5 years. I traveled up and down the roads. I traveled all across Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, Illinois, wherever I needed to. And I finally win my gold, and then all of a sudden it's taken from me, and I never even got pinned. I feel like now I feel how. Here's the thing. I'll put this in common. Yes. Do I like Casey Kazana? Absolutely not. Do I respect him? Yes, because I feel how he felt. He never lost his title. I will admit that. But here's the one thing. Hang on. I got to fill up my glass. Here's the one thing I will say. I know how it feels, Casey, to lose your title, but you were never pinned for it. So I'll give you props there. So I'm a little, maybe that's the alcohol talking. I don't know. But I give Casey Kazana his props, even though me and him don't like each other.
Well, Maxx, I'll say this. You said something at your very opening statement. You said it's time for some new people to get the opportunities and new people to get the shots. And QB1, I think in your regard, something that you have told me privately is you think that Maxx would be the superstar. He'd already have a contract. He already have everything running. Is that not correct? Is that not what you've told me in private?
I have made this statement more than one time. If this was the era of multiple territories, a lot of these guys that we see as rising stars would all have been passed by Maxx, because Maxx is old school wrestling. Maxx did work to get there. Maxx has a personality. Maxx is someone that proudly wears a championship. And Maxx could have been a superstar already.
I think he could have been a superstar in any other era, to be honest with you. I think that he would have held his own with WCW, WCCW, AWA, in the original NWA. He could have held his own anywhere. And Maxx,
right, I would have.
Maxx, I think you just got to stop and kick that habit you got going on right now, because you got too much going for you. And if you keep this up, you may just walk into that general manager's office this Sunday and be too waxed to even talk, if you know what I mean. I don't want that to happen.
I'm not like your regular folks around here. I'm not like the Evan Golden who can't hold his liquor. I'm not like the other schmucks at SOM. Here's the thing. I can go in there. I could talk a good game, and I would get the GM to understand that I deserve a rematch. I deserve to have another opportunity at my, not theirs, my East Tennessee heavyweight champion. Because here's the thing. I have worked, like QB1 said, I like you, QB1. You got a little scruffy beard, but you're correct. I have worked my tail end off. I've worked my ass off. But here's the thing, I get overlooked by people who kiss ass, by people who do whatever they want. It infuriates me, the fact that I bust my ass off, and I don't even. It's like, I feel like I heard an interview this week who talked about that. They be a good soldier and do what you want, but you still don't get what you want. What they said meant the world to me.
Well, Max, somebody else has said some stuff about you here recently. Somebody that actually has some pretty big pull in some pretty big places. One creator, Mr. Jamal. And he was talking about you this week. I don't know if you saw the post or not, but he said, you can say what you want about Max Abele, but he's there week in and week out, night in and night out, every event, helping build up, tear down, do whatever he's got to do to help the industry. And he was just praising the hell out of you over at Maxx. And I don't want to see you lose that momentum that you got going for you all over losing this title. So you have the opportunity, you can use this as a stepping stone, not only to gain that title back, but to move on to bigger and better things inside this industry. Maybe that SOM heavyweight championship. Have you ever thought about that?
I have thought about that. And, I helped the man who won it. I helped him win it from my good friend here, Michael Gabriel. Now, we had a little dispute in our match when we worked each other, but yes, Michael Gabriel, I cost him his title to Javen. And I have a lot of respect for Javen and the whatever group he's in, I forget. But Javen, I have a lot of respect for him, and maybe I should have called in him to help me win my title instead of that idiot Truck. But we all know TKO's the one that sent Truck out for some reason. But anyways, you were right. When Jamal is his name, when he posted that, man, me and Jamal we fought each other up and down the road. We fought each other. We don't see eye to eye to a lot of things. But I'll say this. When he wrote that, it meant a lot to me, going through a lot. I go to every event that I can to set up, tear down. I'll post. I'll go to Nashville, help poster events that we have there. I'll go promote as much as I can on my Facebook or even in public. When the NWA Back to the Territories came, I promoted that thing so much wherever I was, telling them, hey, this is going to be the best show in Knoxville. When I'm at the gym, I talk to guys about wrestling. So I appreciated that post, but I'm on a journey to help prove that I am still that guy.
Well, you are still that guy, Max. You've got to get the confidence back in you. You've got to see the fire that everybody else sees. You have to be the XX superstar that we all know and love. And that means, I like you gassed up. I like you've all fired up, but you might need to take a little bit of that fire to the ring with you and use it to your advantage. What would you say to that?
I would agree. I felt like I had the fire, when I was kicking the crap out of that idiot Logan Ragnarok. Had the fire when the little, I forget his name, he was he thinks he's a tiger. Anyways, he thought he could even stay in the ring with me. We all figured out what happened with that. And then KB1's golden child boy, we all saw what happened there. At the end of the day, he lost to me. He lost. He came close. I'll give him that, but he ended up losing to me. So there needs to be that fire again. I just got to find it, But right now, this right here has been my friend lately.
Go ahead, QB.
But do I sense some anger with the Saviors?
It seems that way, does it not, Max?
It does to me. It seems like you have You're taking the anger and putting it into booze, but you really want to turn it on the saviors.
Look, it's like yeah. Am I a little upset? Yes, but I don't blame the saviors. I could be angry. I could be angry at Josh for sending out that idiot truck. Now I love truck, but I don't understand what he was doing in my match. I had it under control. All I had to do was wait for the right moment. I think I took my eyes off Connor Martin when he handed me that chair. I could have just went in, picked him up for the Big Mac Slam. Other than that, am I a little upset with TKO sending him out there? Yes. But at the end of the day, I got to realize what's ours is ours, and what's theirs is ours. So sooner or later, the East Tennessee Championship will be back in my grasp, whatever I have to do.
I like your...
What's the groups is the groups, but what was Max's is gone forever if you continue down this path.
Oh, Maxx won't be gone forever, trust me. They can't get rid of me. They can try. They can't, because here's the thing. Maxx. Me. I'm what you call a persistent little asshole who's going to do whatever he can to get what he wants. I'm going to do whatever I can to get my East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship back. Because here's the thing. Yes, I might have to do some things that are not nice. I don't care. Here's the thing. I have worked my ass off too long to let an idiot like Connor Martin, who's been in it for $120, to come along and win a championship he didn't even deserve. So we all know why Connor wanted it so bad. It's just he don't care about this business. He says he does. He loves it. But let's be honest, he only wanted to use it to show off to the girls, see what girl he could help us fix.
Wow. That's an awful tall glass of water to drink there, Maxx, especially with the accusations against Connor Martin. I do think that he worked his ass off to kind of get where he's going, and he did work to get into that match. I mean, he did a phenomenal job against 4 of the toughest competitors in SOM to be put inside that match, and then to have to face 3 other competitors inside the match, and he did win it. Not taking anything away from you, sir. Please don't think I am. But he did end up winning that match and pulling that title. So I don't think it's fair to him to say that he only did it for the women. He may have, but I just don't think it's fair.
Look, it might not be fair. It might not. I don't give a damn. Here's the thing. Yeah, he might have worked his whatever off, his ass, whatever. I don't care. Here's the thing. He hasn't done the things that people need to do. He doesn't go and help set up. He doesn't go help poster towns. He doesn't do the things that we're supposed to do. He hasn't paid his dues. The only thing that boy has ever done is ride the coattails off of other people. Where me, yes, I might have helped out Shoot my good prowl. But here's the thing, I'm away from Shoot. Me and Shoot have separated. Me and him have both accomplished great things. For him, he's got, let's be honest, Connor, if it wasn't for 3 other idiots in our match, he would have never won that title.
That very well may be, sir. But you may have some bigger fish to fry coming up, and I believe it's going to be happening this Friday, April 25th, 2025. Is that not correct?
That is right. That's right, this Friday. Oh, that's a good-looking guy on the right, and there's an idiot there on the left.
That's true. There is one there.
And then there's the guy in the top middle.
Mr. Cooter.
Good old Cooter. Man, I've known Cooter since I broke into this business, and it's time he got in the ring with me, find out what the XX superstar is all about. Because there's another man on that poster, Rabbit, I've been wanting to work, but he's too scared to work me. He's been ducking me. Toby Farley, but Cooter will be just as good because I can show anyone in Middle Tennessee who the Double X superstar is.
Now, Max, you're kind of like taking out the trash here. Let's just say it like that. In this match with old Mr. Cooter, that you're so proud that you're going to get a chance to see, because last week, if I'm not mistaken, he faced one savior, TKO, did he not?
He did. See, here's the thing, though. TKO didn't get the job done. He tried, but it sounds like he failed. So it sounds like Maxx Abele is going to need to go in and get the job done now. Because, unfortunately, yes, I had that setback at the Cobra Strikes Back. Now it's time to be going back and show why Maxx Abele gets the job done.
And that's going to be happening this Friday. That's going to be at 95 McCrary Road in Lebanon, Tennessee. Front row seats are going to be $12. General admission tickets are going to be $10. Kids 5 and under are always free, and you don't want to miss this one. It's got a lot of people on it. Johnny Bandana is going to be returning to the Gladeville Coliseum. The Golden Child, Evan Golden's going to be there. And Maxx Abele vows to finish what
don't you dare
TKO
clap,
started.
QB1. Don't you dare clap for that Evan Child boy.
I am the vice president of his fan club. I do love you, Max, but I
Wait.
am vice president of the Evan Golden fan club.
Hey, tell Connor to shut up. I can do what I want. Connor, no one asked you to come in here.
He said he's going to head out. I guess you scared him away.
Hey, don't worry. Your interview was boring. That's why they had to bring in 2 other people to help your interview last week, pal.
And then I believe you've got a bunch of other stuff going on. Now, before we get there, let's talk about JPWA just a minute. Now, I know that you're a graduate of JPWA. You went to Dr. Tom School, and I know that you know how great it is to graduate and to do it with honors, correct?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, there's a who's graduated from the JPWA. I mean, let's go into it. So I'm part of the first year of the JPWA. I was with this other class. Let's do a little history lesson there. The first class, you got Dylan McQueen and the NWA, listen to me, NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Kenzie Page, who's not also the champion at NWA, and is the head trainer at SON. Then you got the second class. The second class had a lot of talent, but there was one that stood out. He's a good pal of mine. He did a tremendous job this past Saturday. Stacks Lorenzo. Man, I'm so proud of that guy. He was in that second class, and he stood around and trained with us in the third class. So it was really cool to be around him. And then we got the third class. The third class, I think, is the biggest, one of the best classes you could talk about. You got me, Tyler Shute, who's absolutely killing it on the indies. And then we got one and only Ivy Nile. Man, Ivy Nile is killing it. I love what she's doing. Big supporter. Shut up, Connor. No one asked you. Go home. Go train some children or something. Anyway.
All right. You were talking about Ivy Nile. You were saying that she's a big supporter, big fan. You're a big fan of hers, and we are a big fan of hers as well. We would love to get the chance, if we ever got the opportunity to interview her right here on Wrestle Talk with Arabbidb3aver, we'd love to pick her brain.
Oh yeah, she's a good brain to pick. I mean, she has that amateur fighting background. She was on the Titan Games before she started training. So, man, I'm, like I said, proud of her. She's come a long way. But and then let's go in more to who's all graduated. I mean, you got Silas Mason, who's in the NWA. You got the Kazana boys, unfortunately. Love them, respect them, but have a hate for them, I love AJ. KC, there's that little heat there. Let's see. You got the Stew Crew.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of talent that's come through there that's made their way. I know there's a lot more. I can't think of them. I ain't drunk, man. I ain't drunk. I've only had one of these. 2 of these, actually. No, I forgot. Actually, I lost count at 3. I've had 3? Oh,
3. He's at 3.
The bottle isn't even halfway gone, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so whoever graduates from the JPWA, also, I meant to say this, there's 3 other people I want to put over who came from the JPWA. You got the Blockbusters who are over in England tearing it up.
And they're killing it.
And then you got a good guy. He's from Australia, man. He's sort of a clown. We love clowns and hate him. His name's Pogo. He's a good dude. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who come from the JPWA. So, if there's any wrestlers who want to be wrestlers, sign up, go train with Dr. Tom, or go train with SOM with Kinsey Page and, unfortunately, Casey Kazana. That's your two schools I would go to. But, yeah, those are the things. But, no, I say having that approval of stamp of approval from Dr. Tom goes a very much long way.
Absolutely, it does. And speaking of that, there is a graduation that's going to be taking place right there at SPCW, the Sportatorium. None other than like I do. Oh, man. It's going to be taken April 26th, which is going to be Saturday. And let me see if I can get it to pop up on the screen here for you guys. It's 157 Myers Lane in La Follette, Tennessee is where it's going to be. They're going to be doing their graduation ceremony for SBCW 134. And Dr. Tom Pritchard's going to be there. Supposedly, Glenn Jacobs is going to be there as well. And we're going to see how it goes. What do you have to expect for this, Max?
Man, I would say take it all in. This is your last time you're going to see your classmates. Last time you'll be around Dr. Tom. Pick his brain as much as you can for that last little bit. There's also going to be guys there who are going to watch you graduate, pick their brains, see what shows you can work on, network. This is the best time to network. If Glenn's there, try to talk to him. But, Glenn, I love Glenn, but sometimes he has a busy schedule to where he can't always make it. But I'm pretty sure he'll be at this one. But, expect a lot of big things. You're going to see the future of the professional wrestling business. I know there's a guy in there named Prince Gabriel. Go watch him. He will absolutely kill it. He's impressed me coming down to SOM, working a little bit, showing out. Apex, he's a good guy. I would watch out for him. There's a lot of people who have come from there in this class that are some big boys that kind of impress me. Usually I'm the biggest, and then I see the big boys. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Apex Prime, you mentioned him just a minute ago. He is hailing from the peak of Mount Everest, baby. And he is the prime of the mountain. I mean, if you want to get through something.
Hey, you might not want to say prime. He might get get in trouble with, Logan Paul there.
Oh, come on. He's not going to get in trouble. Go ahead, QB.
What would Dr. Tom say about your behavior since losing the East Tennessee title, which Dr. Tom lost himself at one point?
He say, sometimes it happens. You gotta get back in there and just go after it. But I haven't seen Dr. Tom in a while. I think the last time I saw him was at the JCP show. I'm not for sure, but I think he would tell me, man, you got to just get back on track. He probably put me in the ring and make me puke doing what type of drill, knowing my luck. But yeah.
I think he'd make you do a 6x6.
I hate them 5x5s. I can only imagine what a 6x6 is.
My Lord, he'd have you killing yourself.
He already makes us do these Satans that I hate.
True, very true.
No, Dr. Tom, that you're a damn monster, Max, and we need to find that monster again.
Hey.
They're feeling sorry for yourself. We're not finding the monster. We're not finding the Black Bart. We're not finding the Stan Hansen. He's in there. We got to find him.
He's on his way. Maybe if I drink one more of these, the monster comes out. You never know.
Maybe if you get your way on Saturday and you're able to walk into that office and talk whoever this brand new GM is for SOM, and he sees your side of this, maybe you'll just get your shot to get a rematch.
Hey, I need a rematch. I deserve a rematch. I never got pinned. I need my rematch. Hey, if the GM is watching, supposedly these GMs always watch. Listen here. If you're watching, QB1 said he will give you as much money as you need to make sure I get my #1 contendership, a one-on-one match with Connor, and get my rematch.
What would you want the stipulation to be? If you could name a stipulation, what would you have a stipulation for in that match?
Man, me and Connor, we fought in everything. We fought one-on-one back at the old SOM building. A couple weeks later, when we came back to the new building, we fought one-on-one. Fortunately, I had to hit him with the chair to show him he needs to stay down and learn what he deserves until, Casey Kazana decided to involve himself in that match. And then, son, shut up. No one wants to hear you run your mouth. You can't even cut a promo. Where was your promo for Attack of the Cobra? Oh, wait, you can't do one because you can't cut a promo. That's part of the job, son. Anyways, we've done a cage. I think I wouldn't mind a last man standing match because we all know who the real man would be at the end of the day.
Last man standing actually sounds really good. That'd be a really good stipulation. If Connor Martin would decide that he would give you that match, what event do you think it should be at? Maybe the Bunkhouse?
Well, Bunkhouse is a little...
Where's the hood at?
What are you talking about? I don't know what this kid is talking about. He needs to go back to training or go back to work, whatever he does. Or go sit in his truck. Go sit in your truck. Well, Bunkhouse is from a year now. I would probably think, we could do it at the Greene County Fair. It's still there. The Morton Cup. Or Fright Night. Wherever it needs to be. Maybe that. I don't know.
Well, it's kind of interesting you say that because we got to see the SOM. We're going to see the SOM Heavyweight Championship be defended in just a few weeks right there at KFW. Would you be willing to even do it in front of another promotion at their crowd?
I would. I would do it at JCP. I would do it anyway. Yeah, he was, I heard he defended it.
She said you need a shot every time you say last man standing.
Corner. Anyways.
Back to what you were saying. Defended anywhere.
Yeah, Jamin actually worked this past Friday at KFW. He defended his title. I was in the crowd watching that. I would do it at any place. KFW, JCP, Innovate, Imperial, OVW, NWA, AEW, wherever they want. Because here's the thing. No matter where it's going to be at, I will be the last man. Double X. Oh, that's it. Oh, I know who he's talking about. He's talking about the guy who's underneath the hood. Russell, we've already done a cage match. That's how I want it. Keep up with the product, son.
Max, you're just a little bit tipsy here. You're yelling at all your little fans. Everybody's watching you, including the champion himself, the East Tennessee Heavyweight Champion's here. He's watching you currently.
And I keep hearing a theme, Joseph. I keep hearing Max hit Connor with a chair. Is that the only way you can take him out, Max? I got more faith.
No. Go watch Bunkhouse. You know how I took him out? He tried to put me on the top rope. I grabbed him, put him in a chokehold. I grabbed him up on the top rope, put him in a full Nelson, and we went up for a little ride, and he took the big Max slam, the Bubble Max slam. I ain't drunk, son. Who's that guy? My name's Max.
The double X slam, you mean? Not the bubble X, the double?
The double X slam,
Sounds like the 3D.
Kinda. It's more like you ever watched kind of like that, but it's more like the Bubba Bomb. I kind of made it my own.
You are Big Bubba. You are that.
You call me fat, son?
Well, you're challenged.
You're
know what?
challenged. He's challenged right now because he's hot. You know, he's getting a little tanked with that special sauce he's got in that cup.
Challenge. You're the one who's mentally challenged. You look. You know what? I'm not even gonna
Okay,
go
you
there.
can say it. I can take it.
You're looking disably challenged.
Might be. I mean, all of our disabled people, they need love too. They got to have an outlet too.
Well, if they have an outlet, they need to come to my merch table and buy stuff.
Maybe if you put a parking sticker on your shirt, they'd buy it.
Very true.
You know what, Connor?
The Maxx
Your
chair
outlet doesn't go all the way down. Hey,
Well, Russell says tables, ladders, and chairs then for the title.
why not a last man standing? Hang on.
Where tables like chairs are legal?
Hey, I'll do a TLC. I'm just a little. Yeah, we'll do it.
I kind of favor the last man standing. I think you have a great idea here, Max, but the problem that you are persisting to avoid is there's two people in this match. And yes, you might be a little bit bigger, you might be a little bit stronger, and you definitely might be a little bit more gassed for this match. But that may be a disadvantage to you going against Connor Martin, the Iron Raider of professional wrestling. And then you got to think, what's the time limit? Will they give you only 10 minutes? Will they give you 20 minutes? Are you going to get a 30-minute time limit? Because that can make all the world of difference in last man standing.
All they need to do is give me as much. I'll be down for a street fight. All they need to do is give me as much time to show who the big man is, who the last man standing will be. Because here's the thing. Maxx is built to last longer than most men. Let's be honest. Only reason Connor Martin is champion is because he pinned someone else. Only reason Connor Martin is champion is because I had an idiot send out truck to defile my match that I should have won. The truth is, I should be the end. I should still be the champion. But unfortunately, I am sitting here with my whiskey, not enjoying a celebration of me winning my title. Hey, that's my shtick. You can't steal that with the popcorn. Anyways, that is my. Dang it, the popcorn person got me all this combobulated. Anyways, we all know Connor got lucky. You saw it, Rabbit Beaver. When I got busted open, a rage came over me that I was pissed that I got busted open.
Absolutely, you did. But you also got busted with that big chair in the center of the ring, Max. Max, you froze a little bit.
Am I still here?
You're there. I got your voice. I just don't have your camera.
I think the higher powers may have locked Maxx for excessive drinking on the air. His video. I'm not sure. Joseph, there he is.
Back. Let's switch you.
Back. I ain't drinking that much.
Just a wee little bit.
I think that's not that much. What do you think?
That's a lot.
Well,
Maybe
guys,
for you, lightweight.
we have another special guest going to be joining us here. The one, the only, the Howie Chaney is here. Howie, how are you doing?
Max, how much popcorn have you ate tonight, buddy?
I haven't had none. I'm sitting here without my East Tennessee title, drinking because I'm mad.
You're mad? Well, you're going to be even madder now because none other than the East Tennessee heavyweight champion is here, Mr. Connor Martin. Connor, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great, Rabbit. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing wonderful.
Y'all said no other people in this interview.
Hold on, Max. Hold on. Now, you did lay out a challenge. You laid out several of them to Connor Martin. Connor, we're going to give you the opportunity right now to respond. First, he says last man standing. Then he says cage match. Then he says TLC. What type of a match would you like to face Maxx in
cage
if
match.
he's
We're talking about
granted
cage
a
match.
rematch?
You know, Rabbit, the thing is, it really doesn't matter what kind of match we're going to have because there is no match that me and Maxx are going to have because there is a tournament that will determine the number one contender for my East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship. But you got to watch the product like Maxx says. You got to tune into the
What?
product.
That is
bullshit.
absolutely the truth. So Connor, let's get this straight here. So they're going to not only have to watch the product, which they can find at YouTube at SOM Live 505. You can watch it each and every week.
Mm-hmm.
But secondly, there's going to be this nice tournament that's going to be given out. And it's going to be going for the number one contendership. So Maxx, let's talk about it.
Now, Maxx, all credit to you. I do hear that you do have a good spot in the match. I think you're the number one seed in the tournament. I'm not sure. I'd verify my sources, but I'm pretty sure you will be in that tournament. If not already in that tournament.
This is bullshit.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes. I didn't get pinned. Michael Gabriel got pinned. It's what?
Do you need some popcorn, Maxx?
He does.
Shut up.
I think he needs to.
Eat a big bowl of it.
Glass of that whiskey he's drinking, or whiskey. I think it's just Coke.
I'm just gonna say maybe he needs some therapy.
You know what? Maybe you need a treadmill, pal.
He needs to go to AA, brother.
AA is for bitches. Not really. If you have problems, go to AA. Really.
Not really. You got problems, go to AA? That's excellent. All right, Connor. So you are the East Tennessee Heavyweight Champion. You did win that fair and square inside of that four-way match that took place at the Cobra Strkies Back. You did pin Michael Gabriel, so Maxx does have the right claim there that you did not pin him for the title. However, you did win in the sanctioned match. You did win against a competitor inside that match. So, Connor, the question becomes, are you going to be the fighting champion we all know you can be?
Of course, but that's the problem with doing a fatal four-way match when you're the champion, Maxx, is you have a 25% chance of retaining. You got involved in all of our problems. You put yourself in that situation for the fatal four-way. So it's not my fault that the
management made me do it. I didn't want that. I shouldn't even have to defend against. I should have always defend against you. I don't know why the idiot Michael Gabriel in it wasn't it. Yes. Unfortunately, I got involved in his match. I'm sorry, Michael Gabriel. I love you, but I didn't mean to get involved in your match. But you did turn on me in our match. You could have helped me, but it is what it is. And then Evan Golden, where does he get off to figure he could be in that match? Like, don't you clap for that piece of crap.
Maxx, it sounds like you don't have the golden contract or the golden pool there. And what I mean by that is when Evan Golden didn't want to defend that title, he made up some title he wanted to defend or something else that he wanted to do, and he did it.
Sounds about right, because that's the thing with these second-generation stars. They get to do, or third-generation, whatever they are, they get to do whatever they want. While me, who's been busting his ass off since 2019, been through COVID, went through a nasty breakup, did everything. Hey, Connor, quit pointing at your dang hand.
Come on, Maxx. Your hand is not a breakup. It's not a breakup. It's not. All right, Connor, you're going to get the opportunity here. So you're going to face the winner of this said tournament, whoever it may be. It may be Max Abele. It might be Evan Golden. It could be Michael Gabriel. It could be Casey Kazana. So, I mean, that's the question that arises. Whoever this mystery opponent of yours is going to be from this tournament, what type of stipulation would you give them for their match for the East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship?
It really doesn't matter what stipulation I give them because I'm going to win regardless. But,
have you ever beaten me? Have you ever pinned my shoulders to the ground?
Hold on, Max. Hold on. Let him finish.
We're adults talking here, pal. But I like Max's idea about a last man standing. I think that would be my number one option if I had to say it right now with a gun to my head. My quit match is a really good match to determine who is the best of the best and, who will come out on top and who a real quitter is like Max Abele. But or a good old-fashioned ladder match, TLC match. I heard it mentioned earlier. That'd be fun to be a part of that. But it really doesn't matter, Rabbit. At the end of the day, I'm going to walk out of that building still your East Tennessee heavyweight champion, something that Maxx Abele could not do at Cobra Strikes Back.
Howie Chady, would you like to say anything to the champion?
Champion, take it easy on Max.
Hold on 1 second before any of y'all talk. Connor, have you ever pinned me before at SOM? That's right, you haven't. You've only time you have beaten me there is by DQ.
Well, from where I'm from, a win's a win. Don't matter how you get it.
Hey, a win's a win, but like you're from Alabama. No one gets wins down there. When was the last time y'all done anything irrelevant? 2019? Thank you. Anyways.
Sounds like somebody's a little bit bitter because they haven't won a championship since God knows when.
Or Kansas.
Actually, thank you, sir. We win a championship every year in track and field. Thank you. Have a great day. We have the
Nobody
most
follows track and field.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna
like
say
saying
this.
we win it in basket weaving.
Hey, if you go look at all the national championships combined in every sport, Arkansas was in the top 10. Thank you. Have a good day.
In Special Olympics, baby.
You're the one who would know about Special Olympics since you compete in it every year.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do and get in where you fit in, baby.
Yeah, we know you fit in there, pal.
Hey,
QB1, would you like to say anything to the champion?
I would like to ask the champion a question. Do you believe in a table, ladder, and chair, or a ladders match, or even a last man standing? Your athletic ability, the longer this goes, favors you in any situation.
I mean, I believe any match stipulation favors me just because I know I'm athletic and stronger than any competitor I step in the ring with. But so it really could just be a simple one-on-one match, and I believe I already have the athletic advantage over them.
Interesting, yes. Max, would you like to rebuttal?
Yes. Just because you're athletic, just because you think you're stronger, it doesn't mean anything. It's all about here. Do you have the willpower to last longer than anyone, Connor? Do you have the power to win? I am choking you out of breath. You don't have to, you have the ability to withstand and keep going. Because here's the thing. I have the willpower to keep going and get back up. I have been knocked down several times and I've kept getting back up. You probably get knocked down once. I don't want to do this anymore. No. Let's be honest.
What's y'all's record against each other?
We'd have to really
3-2 is what it is.
I guess I
according
live in his head rent free because I couldn't even think of it off the top of my head, and he already had the numbers pulled up. I guess we know who he thinks about all the time.
I don't
Well,
think about
Max-
you, son. I don't think about you.
Hold on, Max. See, because you're missing something very important here. If you're gassed up in this match, if you're going up to that ring and you're all hooty tooty hotty toddied up, you might be seeing 3 Connor Martins. And you might have to figure out which one you're going to hit.
I just hit the one in the middle.
That's not always the right answer, buddy.
Hey, and I just looked on Wikipedia, Rabbit. It says Connor Martin defeats Maxx Abele and others to win the East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship all over Wikipedia.
Well, here's the thing about Wikipedia. It can be made by anyone, so it's lies. You're going to believe a place where lies are built.
Max, we were there. I announced that show. I watched it with my own 2 eyes. You lost that match fair and square at the Cobra Strikes Back to that man right there, Connor Martin, the East Tennessee heavyweight champion. And listen, I don't care what type of a mood you're in right now. I don't care what you got to do to get your fight back. You better bring it if you get a chance to go against this man, because the Iron Raider of professional wrestling, he's going to bring it each and every time. He's got what they call the it factor, baby. And if you don't bring it, he's going to bring it.
So he's not a male or a female? He's an it? You know that's illegal now, right?
Depending on where you're from, maybe in your state.
Actually, no, it's a nationwide illegal.
Max, how much have you had tonight?
That's number 6.
Yeah, a bunch.
I'm telling y'all, he needs to go to AA.
Hey,
AA
in
meeting.
the meantime, Connor,
I'm not going to take an AA from you, Connor.
You
No,
need to start drinking some
not
of
that-
these,
not
buddy.
that
It'll help you
AA,
out.
brother. Not that AA, brother.
Connor, what have you had tonight? A protein shake and a workout?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm actually about to go get my second workout in. I ran earlier, and I got back just training some athletes, training some football players, and about to eat one of my meal preps and then go work out my chest and my back.
Well, I just worked out. I did a full.
The only full thing you did is drink that full-ass bottle.
You know what? No. I went and did a back workout. I ate my chicken and rice. And then you know what? To calm the day down after a rough day, after a rough week, after a rough 2 weeks, I had a little bit of bourbon and I get a little BS from y'all? I don't think so, son.
And some popcorn.
Hey, are you still
Popcorn.
playing video games on that 19-inch TV?
I mean, what does it matter to you? I mean, son, I don't have to play video games because here's the thing. I'm out trying to be better, but y'all want to be buttholes and say I'm not doing nothing.
Y'all, I heard Maxx still plays NCAA 14.
Hey, son, I heard
It's a
you
good
still play
thing.
with. Never mind.
All right, guys, we're going to give this some final thoughts here tonight. I'm going to start with the Howie Cheney. Do you have any final questions, final thoughts, sir?
Max, what's your favorite type of popcorn?
The one your mother makes.
Pop secret, baby. Pop secret's what he likes.
Champion disappeared, but good luck to you, champ.
Orville Red popcorn for you. Yes, he did. That's great.
It's big and red like Maxx right now.
QB1, any questions? Any final thoughts, sir?
I want to talk to my friend Max. Connor, all the respect in the world. Connor, a former scout too. All the respect in the world. Max, what has happened to the monster? The monster don't crawl in after he gets beat. I believe in you, son.
Shut up, Casey.
Kettle corn.
Max, are you gonna shake this? Are you gonna come out fighting?
Yes. I'll come out fighting. Just let me finish my next drink.
Connor, it was a pleasure to meet you, by the way. Thank you, sir. I look forward to hosting you on River City Media sometime soon.
Absolutely. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, whatever.
No, don't invite him.
Now, Connor Martin, I'm going to give you final thoughts and last words here. But Casey did just say, I want to know what Connor Martin will do when I win this tournament.
If he wins the tournament, I mean, we'll tear the house down like we always do. I've wrestled him a few times already in my career, and every single time we've done it, we've stolen the show. So it'd be nice to do it for the East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship.
You're going to do what with his ass? I heard you're going to turn the ass down.
Let's let him believe what he wants to believe. But no, me and Casey would absolutely steal the show like we always do. Much better match than me and Maxx would have. I can promise you that.
Oh, wow. Max, he thinks he would have a much better match with Kazana for any reason, any night than he would with you.
Who beat who in the cage? Who beat who in a one-on-one match? That's right. Don't
Who's
talk.
the champion right now?
No, you're done. You're done.
My question for the champion, Connor, is would it be a better match or a more competitive match?
Both. Without a doubt, both.
Wow. Max Abele?
Max, why are you showing your IQ to everybody?
Max, I'm going to give you the final thoughts for tonight and your last words. Use it wisely, sir.
Here's the thing. Connor might think he had a better match, but I've always heard him say, "Thank you, pal, for a great match." Here's the thing. I've beat his butt so many times. He's just scared to even get in the ring. That's why he's avoiding the question of even giving me a rematch, because he knows he'll lose. He knows if he steps in the foot with the double X superstar, the undeniable truth is he can't even hold a candlestick to me. He can't even wash my jock strap. That's how much down he is. So here's the thing, Connor. Talk about your pop secret, talk about your whatever. Here's the thing. I'm better than you, and I always have been. I will prove it to you every time because you still have never pinned me.
KFW Wrestling, baby. Watch the product.
When? I'm talking about SOM, son.
You said you defend that title anywhere. AEW, TNA, NWA. Last time I
How long
checked.
have you had it? How much have you defended it? 0. I defended it the first week I had it. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
All right, guys. Well, I think we've had a very productive meeting here today. I want to thank each and every one of my guests for coming on and being here. The Howie Chady, the QB1, the founder of River City Media, which I do have popped up over here so you guys can see that for us. Right here beyond the booth, as you can see, he's got River City Media. They were live just a little bit ago, and they were having a great conversation, everything taking place there. You can catch all that live action right there. And then, of course, you can find all the SOM legacy action at SOM505 on YouTube.com or at Facebook.com. Search SOM505. They've got the legacy tab popped up right now, and you can check all the action out right there for you guys right there. And guys, once again, you can follow me and you can buy my merchandise at www.streamlabs.com/Arabbidb3aver/merch. And as you see, I've got these nice little dots here. If I click on those, it can change the color. You can have that drop shipped to you. Now, there is shipping and handling that is attached to each of the prices that's here. I do not have any control over that. It's all drop shipped information for you guys, but I'd love for you guys to get involved. Once again, that's www.streamlabs.com/Arabbidb3aver. That's ARABBID, the number 3AVER/merch, and you can get it all right there. Guys, also, we have our Buzzsprout, which you guys can be a contributor to the Power Slam Club each and every time it's available for you for as little as $3 a month. And that's the lowest we can do. And you can support all of our work that we have going on right here for radio. And we are all over the place, guys. As you see, we're on Spotify, Amazon Music, Podcast Index, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podcast, Deezer, Listen Notes, FM Player, and True Fans for all your radio, for all your podcast and radio needs there for you as well. You can catch our feeds at buzzsprout.com/228-99100 or direct at buzzsprout.com/Wrestle Talk with Raspid Beaver, Wrestle Talk at Buzzsprout. And we're going to be posting that on our Facebook page for each and every one of you guys as well, so you don't have to worry about remembering. And remember, guys, we are doing tickets for SOM 505 Live. You can catch those tickets at none other than ticketleap.com. You need to search School of Morton, and then also underneath the tab there in Newport, Tennessee, and you can get your tickets to the upcoming Legacy event, which is going to be taking place Sunday at 5:05 Eastern Time in Newport, Tennessee. That's 128 Five Rivers Plaza in Newport, Tennessee is where you want to be each and every Sunday, 5:05 bell time. And guys, Legacy is going to be airing. The TV taping of Legacy is going to be airing this Sunday coming up. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to get a new general manager, Maxx. I'm telling you, it might be your time. It might be your time to shine and talk about it.
I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm gonna have some good things to talk to him about.
Excellent. Well, thank each and every one of you for being here. I appreciate you guys so much for being here with Wrestle Talk with Rabbid Beaver. And until the next time, guys, you all heard it right here first. Bye, guys.